Welcome back to a video, guys. It's been a little bit since I did a video, but welcome back. In the background right now, you guys are watching some Dishonored PC gameplay. This is on the PC, however, I'm using an Xbox controller because, as you guys know me, I like to use, when I'm playing a PC game, I like to sit back and relax if it's a single player game, and I don't really want to be up close next to the monitor while playing. I just want to relax and sit back, so I plug in my 360 controller and play, alright? But Dishonored, the gameplay in the background, actually ties in with the topic of today's video, and that is a 144Hz monitor should you buy one. Whether you're just building your first PC build and you're deciding between a 60Hz monitor or 144Hz monitor, or you've been on a 60Hz monitor and you're just thinking about upgrading to a 144Hz monitor, okay? Now, I will say, if you are on console, there's no point in buying a 144Hz monitor, and you're probably like, Ray, why not? Well, the games on console are capped at 60 FPS, 60 refresh rate, 60 Hz, whatever you want to call it. They're capped. So there's no point of you buying a 144Hz monitor, for gaming on a console. There's just no point. However, for PC-wise, let's jump right into the pros and cons. So first of all, the cons, okay, alright? First of all, you do not get 144Hz on HDMI. Now, this is not a big issue for me. I don't really care, to be honest, but included with your 144Hz monitor, you will get a dual link DVI. Basically, it looks like a normal DVI, however, it is a white DVI cable. You got to plug that into your graphics card. Make sure you plug it into your graphics card, not your motherboard, your graphics card, and then you got to plug it into the back of your monitor. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, how do I get audio? Because in case you don't know, DVI does not transfer audio. Well, included with your monitor, you should get a green analog wire. You plug this into the back of the green headphone jack or green audio jack into the back of your PC and plug it into the headphone jack on your computer, and you will get audio. Okay, so number one, out of the way, HDMI doesn't support it. Okay, 144Hz, it doesn't do it. Number two, okay, when you get a gaming monitor, the colors, or when you get a 144Hz monitor or something like that, the colors will be washed out. Especially if it's gaming something or whatever, it will be washed out. You're going to have to, washed out, whatever you're going to call it, okay? You're going to have to go online, look up some ICC profiles and stuff like that, and you're going to have to download some, rearrange your settings and stuff like that. Trust me, I know. I had to go through this because when I first got my 144Hz monitor, it was completely washed out. Like, literally, my screen was just, it had a white haze over it. I'm like, something's not, I used it for the first 3 days or whatever. Then I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right here. There's got to be an issue with my monitor or something like that. And I went and looked online. It turns out a lot of 144Hz gaming monitors and stuff like that, when you get them, you're going to have to do some color calibration to fix that. So there's that. Next, we have the price point. The price point is, it's really mostly 144Hz monitors cost a little bit of much, and a lot of people are wondering, is it worth the reward? In my opinion, it is, because you get to see your actual PC's true performance, and there's some other things. And finally, last, the biggest one is not all of your games you like to play support 144Hz. A good example would be right here. Dishonored does support 144Hz. It does. Actually, the game is capped at 130 FPS, so you're watching this in 130 FPS right now. However, a game like Skyrim doesn't support it. You can't make it go to 144Hz. Well, you can, altering the config file, but you'll get a lot of artifacting and weird shit going on in your game, right? So that is a big issue right there. So the two main issues you're going to come across that you really can't change, that are cons of a, 144Hz monitor gaming PC, is that the price and the fact that not all of your games that you like may support 144Hz. Especially if you play older games like Skyrim, Dishonored, and stuff like that. Even though Dishonored supports 144Hz, I'm just using it as an example. If you play older games, they may not support them. Okay, all right. So, what are the pros? Well, the pros, you can actually test your PC's true performance. If you're sitting here and you have a GTX two-way SLI GTX 1080 setup and stuff like that, and you're running an i7 processor and you're wondering why you're getting so low frames in the game, or not low frames, but you're wondering why you're always capped at 60 FPS, the issue could be your 60Hz monitor if you're running on one of those. And that's the issue. So your bottleneck, I can tell you right now, if you're running, two GTX 1080s or a GTX 1080, okay, and you're running a 60 hertz monitor, your bottleneck is your 60 hertz monitor. Right there, boom. I can automatically tell you that without a doubt, okay? Now, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Alright, you can go above 100 FPS or 60 FPS if you want, but this is where it matters in my opinion. It doesn't matter in single player games, it matters in multiplayer. Because imagine you're playing Overwatch or Battlefield 1 or something like that. You're sitting here, you're playing your game, and then you get an FPS drop, and it drops you below 50 FPS, and you die. And that could mean, that could mean between life and death in a multiplayer game when you get a little bit of FPS drops. So just keep that in mind. And finally, the last thing, okay, I want to make sure this is not a pro or con. Make sure your PC can run. It has the hardware capable of running a 144 hertz monitor. Okay, alright? And that's simply that. Now, overall, thoughts and opinions. I think if you're just building your PC right now, you should go with a 144 hertz monitor. It'll definitely improve your video gaming experience, and especially if you're spending $1,000 on a PC build, getting something like a GTX 1080 or something like that, like over $1,000 on a PC build, you should definitely get a 144 hertz monitor. That way you're not limited by 60 hertz. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a little bit. I haven't had the time, and I'll see you guys next time.